Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. I want to send double honor to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me the truth and who rule well. Peace, love, and safety is to the hopeful elect out doing this work. And a hearty shalom as well to the scattered elect that are among the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but are of the seed, stock, and bloodline of the so-called Negroes, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native Americans, which are the true children of Israel. This is the brother you call Amath with the Great Millstone Camp, the branch out here in Omaha, Nebraska, coming back with another lesson, Lord willing, to feed and to edify the lost sheep of the nation of Israel through the Holy Spirit, Rachakodash. And I want to get into this lesson. I think I'll title it somewhere along the lines of "There's no kingdom that didn't have slaves," or something to that effect. Okay, because here it is in this day and age, while we as the Israelites, while we're in captivity under Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, nobody has a problem with it, right? But when we speak about via through the scriptures that when the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai is set up, that there's going to be slaves, there's going to be people that build up the land, everybody gets their pennies in a bunch, man. Right? I just thought about a song that came to mind. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it. You know, because Esau Edom, the way he put a bad stigma on the word slavery. Because usually when you hear slavery, you think about somebody getting beat to death. You think about somebody getting raped. You think about a whole land being taken. All right, removing landmarks. All right, you think about all the treacherous thing Esau Edom has done, and that's for the most part what people's idea of slavery is. But in the kingdom of heaven is established, don't get it twisted. The heathens will get that ass whooped if they're out of order, but things are going to be fair. All right, things are going to be pure, but there's going to be captives, right? So I do pray this is an edifying lesson. We're going to get to a few scriptures, and that should be it, you know. So let's get into it. This is Isaiah 14, verse 1. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land." Right? And right now, we're not setting our own land. Our land, by right, is the land of Israel. But you see what's going on in that land right now. Right? For one, they know the biggest alphabet community on the planet. Okay? And also another thing, they're at war right now. When our kingdom is set up, which is by right Yahweh Shai's kingdom, ain't gonna be no wars in our kingdom, man. All right, and the scriptures tell us that there's not gonna be war anymore. But here it is, they're in a damn near full-fledged war right now where they ran. All right, so the kingdom of heaven is gonna be just that for the Israelites. It's gonna be heaven. All right. But for the heathens, specifically Esau, Edom, it's going to be pure hell, man. Right? And this is all orchestrated by the Heavenly Father. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find this in the book of Psalms, man. Because it says it very plain. You know, one of the old swords, man. The page is coming out. Let's get into the book of Psalms. It was like 137. Excuse me. Psalms 100. See, it might be 147. No, so like 149. All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149, and verse 7. Right. I started 6. It says, "Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to exit vengeance upon the heathen." Okay. And those heathen, that's talking about the actual heathen. All right. Non-Israelites. All right. This is to execute judgments upon them. Why? Because of the treachery that they had committed against the apple of the Most High's eye, being Israel. Okay? That's why it says the Most High revengeth, and the Most High is going to make us, he's going to make what it says, his battle axe and weapons of war. All right? So that we can punish these nations, man. Okay? Reading on, it says, "And punishments upon the people to bind their kings with chains." All right. Now, who are the kings that it's talking about? It's talking about the elites, man. All right, the elite bankers, the ones you don't see in front of the camera, the one that make all the rules that we have to abide by. Okay, the one who administers GMO foods, the one who administers and forwards, different chemicals being constantly sprayed throughout the air, slowly but surely breaking down your immune system, making you sick. All right, these are the individuals that are going in chains, man. As the elder Yasha Ba out of the Great Millstone Dallas camp says all the time, the world needs new management. All right, and when the new management of Yahweh Shemal Shai is set up, things are going to be great. Okay, we're going to rejoice. Right, and guess what? Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations, you're going to be in captivity. Right. It says, and their nobles with fetters of iron to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints praise ye the Lord Yahweh. When you go into the prior chapter, it tells you who the saints are. The saints ain't just anybody. The saints ain't individuals that believe in Jesus Christ, right? Or because that's these Edomites think that they're Christians, right? Which Christian to be Christian, which it means to be anointed, and you're not anointed if you're not an Israelite, right? So this is talking about the nation of Israel. Those saints, this is our praise. This is going to be our glory. This is going to be our joy. This is where we're going to break forth into singing, right? Because we're finally going to be set up in paradise, man. Okay, and let's go now. You can read the book of Second Ezra, the 8th chapter for that. So let's get back into this Isaiah 14. Read a little bit more on this. It's Isaiah 14, verse 1. Right, it says, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, which is these strangers is talking about the Israelite foreigners, right? Those who don't know that they're Israelites. They're going to be set, as long as you're an Israelite by blood, all right, then you're going to be all right, man. You're going to make it into the kingdom. It says that all Israel should be saved, and that's how all Israel is going to be saved, is when the kingdom is established. Because right now, while we're here on earth, and you have particular men, a particular amount of men doing the work of Yahweh Shemal Shai, and then you have a portion that don't. Well, those that don't, they're not gonna make it onto those chariots, man. All right, was that the book of First Peter, I believe, the 4th chapter or the 5th chapter, where it speaks about the righteous who scarcely be saved, and what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel. All right, that's talking about the Israelite foreigners. All right, those who don't obey, or I won't say those are specifically talking about the Israelite foreigners, but Jake that just don't obey Yahweh Shemal Shai. But they're going to be brought back into the right state of mind when the kingdom is established. All right, so let's read on here. Isaiah 14, verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and shall bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. That's called slavery. Okay, that's called pure slavery, man. All right, we are the handmaids and the servants. We are the laborers right now. And what does that go back into? Was that Job, the 5th chapter, where it speaks about all the hands of the wicked shall be upon him, and that wicked, it goes into the Hebrew word imol, which means a servant or a laborer or worker. And right now, who is doing all the work? Predominantly the Israelites, man. All right, you have heathen nations that they're in captivity as well. All right, but look at the way Israel is treated on the jobs, man. All right, last hired, first fired. Right, you're not always going to get the opportunities to come up within Esau's workplace, because they look at you as inferior. All right, this is why Jake this is why creation is groaning right now, because of the tyrannical behavior of Esau Edom, man. All right, he'll punish you at the job, giving you extra work, working you to death, getting mad when you actually take a break, if you probably take a break too long. All right, which that's another whole nother topic for a whole nother time. But just to get into how this kingdom is ran, it's ran in a tyrannical manner. Okay, and you don't make the rules. If Jacob, we don't make the rules. Right? But when the kingdom of heaven is established, we're going to be the one to administer the rules. And what proves that? Let's get that real quick. Ooh. Dropping pages. Excuse me. So this is the book of Isaiah. Dang, is this even in order? Yeah, it's not even in order, man. I think a lot of pages that came up out of here. Let's see if it's on here. Yeah, let's see. Got a whole rip that came out. But let's get this precept. This is the book of Isaiah. And this is just the closest sword that I have by me, so out here. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, which a mountain is a representative of a government. Okay? And it says what? It says the mountain of the Lord's house. Who's the Lord's house? That's the nation of Israel. It says that we are his dwelling place. All right? We are his lively stones, man. All right? We are his temple. All right? So this is what's talking about, the nation of Israel. The Most High only chose one people. When you read the book of Psalms 147, it says, Israel have I known. All right? And of all the families of the earth, only you have I known. I believe that's in Amos, the 3rd chapter. Okay? So this is who the Lord's house is. At the mountain of the nation of Israel, the government of the nation of Israel is going to be set above, it says, and shall be exalted above the hills, right? Which is still representative of a government. And those hills is talking about these heathen nations, the inferior nations, all right? From Esau, Edom, all the way down to your so-called Africans, to your so-called Chinese, Japanese. That's who those hills are talking about. And all nations shall flow into it. All right, all these nations are going to flow unto the nation of Israel. All right, why? And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, further proving who that the Lord's house is. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. Okay? Because when you read the book of Hebrews, the 8th chapter and the 8th verse, it speaks about the law, statutes, and commandments and the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shai being written on our inward parts. Okay? Which is what? Is going into the new covenant, which is going to be established when the kingdom of heaven is established. And the kingdom of heaven is not established. All right? So it says they're going to come to us, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem. So the Most High is going to set Israel up in a state of prominence. We're going to be that superior nation. We're going to be the rulers. Okay. We're not going to have to worry about the stranger coming into our land anymore. All right. The stranger talking about the heathens. We're not going to have to worry about. It says we're not going to be stand in fear anymore. Something along those lines. Okay. I forget exactly how it's worded. But there's a time as well where all the tears are going to be wiped from our eyes, man. We're going to be set up under a righteous king, man. All right? And we're gonna live forever. As Israelites, we're going to live forever, man. In paradise. I mean, I may get that, I may get that, man. Let's just get that. I keep speaking about it. And every time I think of paradise, I think of this precept, man. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, and verse 52. It says, For unto you, Israel, is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Right? And what's in the time to come is prepared? Let's get it. Plenteousness is made ready. We're gonna have everything that the heart could wish, because that's what Esau Edom has. He has the money. He has the power, or I would say he has the resources. He has the power. Okay, he has the within the power, he has the authority to make rules, whether they're wicked or not. Okay, he has everybody in captivity. Is that not going to be when the nation of Israel is going to be set up? We're gonna have the resources. We're gonna have the power over the elements. All right, we're gonna have everything the heart could wish, like Psalm said for Esau. We're gonna have everything, but everything that we're gonna have in abundance is gonna be in righteousness, man. All right. It says a city is builded and rest is allowed. We ain't gonna have to work no more, man. Only thing we're gonna have to do is be lords over these heathen nations, and whoop their ass if they don't want to abide by the rules. In the book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, it goes into that, which says the nation that will not serve these shall utterly perish. Roughly paraphrasing. So we're looking forward to having captives, man. Right? You're working 15, 20, 30, 40 plus years, and then you die with nothing, man, in this kingdom. Well, that's about to change when the kingdom of heaven is established. All right? It says, let's read on a little bit more. Now I jump back into the Isaiah. It says, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Right? We ain't gonna have to worry about looking over our shoulder anymore. We're not gonna have to we're not gonna have to worry about our kids being snatched up, abducted, and being sold off into the black market. All right? We're not gonna have to worry about the same troubles that we have here in Babylon, man. We're not gonna have to worry about bad knees, right? Poor diets, a bad heart, I just keep thinking about something that the Elder Yashawamba said, man. We ain't gonna have those side teeth missing. You know what I'm saying? we're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be perfect. All right. This is what we're looking forward and hastening unto the day for. As I said, 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, man. All right. And this is why we constantly push this message through the scriptures. All games aside, we push these scriptures. And we blow the trumpet unto the nation of Israel that they may adhere and that they may understand you got something beautiful coming for you. All right. And that you should repent from what you're doing. But Jake, they love it so. All right, let's read on. Finish this. It says the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Okay, which hell is just representative of the grave. All right. It says sorrows are past, and at the end issue the treasure of immortality. We're gonna live forever. Right. The earth is going to be set back in its rightful order. Acts the 3rd chapter. It's going to be the restitution of all things, the restoring of all things to its pureness. You're not going to have to worry about animals attacking us. All right? You ain't going to have to be worried about getting chased down the street by a goddamn pit bull, man. Because the animals are going to be back in subjection. And this is going to be beautiful, man. All right? Let's get back into this Isaiah 14. It says, boom. And I'll read the rest of verse 2. It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Let's get this word captives, just in case a disbeliever thinks that we're just making things up. When you get this word captives, or captive, right? It says Shabbat, which says to take captive, to lead captive, to be taken captive. Okay, which it just keeps repeating it. But I want to get the etymology. All right, you get the etymology on this word captive. We're gonna get to it. Captive, beautiful. It says late 14th century, right? I'll show for the camera, right? What does it say? To make prisoner, enslaved, okay? To caught, taken prisoner, to take hold, seize, okay? Then this is going into being a captive, man. So it says they shall take them captives, who captives they were. We're not going to be Esau, Edom slave anymore, man. We're not going to live in fear, man. Esau, Edom, and these heathen nations, you're going to live in fear. You're going to live in reverence. You're going to live in respect. All right? And we're looking forward to it. Anybody who doesn't agree, or whatever. That's what the Bible says. So that's it, Let's get back into this Isaiah, because I don't want to get into the whole chapter. I just want to get into a few verses. Yep, in verse 3, Isaiah 14, verse 3, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow." Right? Did we not just read that in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter? Sorrows are passed away. All right? "And from thy fear," we ain't gonna fear no more. And I've been quoting that. Call all like Bashim Shai. Forgot that it actually read that. It says, "And from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve." All right? Captivity for us is going to be a thing of the past, man. All right? Let's get this. I just thought about this. And this is not a very, dense lesson. But it's needful, man, because, the world thinks that this place is gonna go like this forever. We're just gonna be captives under the foot and boot of Esau, Edom for life. No, Nah. We may die under his hand, you know what I'm saying? But when we pass away, we're going to the spirit world anyway. And when our world is set up, New Jerusalem, as it says in Revelation, the 21st chapter, then those same individuals, not only they're going to rise first, but they're going to be your slave owners, man. All right. Knowing Esau, he's gonna probably try to ban that word, but whatever. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and where we at? God damn it! Damn, I lose it. Oh, here we go. I'm tripping. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 8. It says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance." And the heathens, I'll start with Esau, Edom, man. It says, "In the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession," because the whole earth is going to be back in its perfect form, man. All right, Esau, Edom, he's going to clean up the earth after all the destruction that's going on. He's going to have to clean up all the dead bodies. Okay, and guess what? He's going to build up our kingdom. Isaiah chapter 60. If you haven't read it, that is a very good chapter explaining what I'm talking about. All right. Matter of fact, I may get a little bit of that. Actually, I am going to get a little bit of that because there's a point in there that I want to make. But I'm not going to read the entire chapter. I wish I had my other sword next to me. It's Isaiah 60. Yep, Isaiah 60 and verse 10. Right, it says, "And the sons," let's see. Now I'll go up to verse 9. It says, "Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord Yahweh thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee." Which means, what is that saying? That's saying that these nations, they're going to bring the best of the best to the gates of the Israelites, man. Right? Because it does say that the gates, verse 11, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring into thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought." Once you go into that word forces, it has a precept on the side. It says wealth. So the best of your best. Gonna need that. Run that cattle. Oh, you got that gold, the gold peacock? Yeah, we gonna need that. We need the best of the best. Pay your tithes. We're at 10%. Come on. You need the best of your best. And that's how it's gonna be forever. Then what does it say right after that? And this is the point that I really wanted to get. "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted." You ain't gonna have no say so. This is not gonna be a democracy. You get with it, or you get unalived, man. And that's what it just said. "For the nation and people that will not serve thee shall utterly perish. Yea, they should be utterly wasted." It's right there in the book. I'm not making this up. All right. Back in Isaiah 14, I'm gonna get ready to cut it off here in a second. Yep, Isaiah 14 verse 4 says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased? How had the golden city ceased? And this is talking about Babylon the Great, right? Because I believe this is talking about ancient Babylon as well, but this is very much parallel with today. Because what do we call America? We call America Babylon. Babylon, going back to the Hebrew word babal, meaning confusion, which America, your United States, is full of confusion, unjust laws, kids running amok, doing whatever, being gang members at 2 and 3. I said 2 and 3, 10 and 11, pretty much destroying themselves. Grown ass men being controlled by these wicked ass women. Women all over the internet showing their bodies. All right, and one of the ultimate forms of confusion is the servants riding upon horses and the princes walking upon the earth. Major confusion. All right. So those servants that it's talking about, Esau, Edom. Right now they're above us. They have the upper hand because of our iniquities, because our disobeying of the Lord. But that's about to be flip-flop, man. You know, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, hide the golden city ceased. The Lord Yahweh had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, which means the Most High gonna take their ass out of power. All right, they ain't gonna have no say so no more. You ain't gonna have no authority. You're gonna be stripped of all the authority that was given to you first and foremost via through Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, so it's nothing wrong with having captives, man. There's nothing wrong with having slaves because Yahweh Shem Shai said it's okay. You know. So hey, with that being said, I do pray that this is an edifying lesson, and let's keep pushing, man. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Right, as it says in Romans the 13th chapter and 11th verse, our salvation is nearer than when we believed, and when our salvation comes, we're gonna be set up and we're gonna be sitting pretty, man. All right. So I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honor to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and safety is to the elect document out there doing this work. Much love to the few sincere women out there that subscribe to the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai. With that being said, I'll say shalom.